Welcome back to the space beyond infinity where there are no limitations. I'm the spirit of God of this room, Mystic, and I'm back with another vlog. How are y'all doing? I woke up today and my man was gone. Yesterday was the day they took their flight back to Detroit. And now my man is gone. I am not like super emotional about it right now. But you know, I'm a pregnant cancer. So gotta give it some time to really see how I feel. The day before yesterday, I was so angry. Like we went out and about to go to like the arcade with the kids, take the kids out to the arcade and have ice cream, eat out and stuff like that. And I was just so angry. And at first I didn't know what was wrong. I was just moody. And then as I started to sit with my emotions and try to figure out what was happening, I realized I was angry. I was so freaking angry because I knew that was the last like full day we were gonna get with each other and that they were gonna have to leave yesterday. So I was mad. I was so mad. And I didn't know how to, I didn't want to, you know, mess up the vibe of everything that was going on. So I was trying not to be in my feelings, but it was just, I didn't know. I'm not a like pretend like everything is okay kind of lady. Not anymore. I don't know how to be in that. I don't know how to be in the pretend like everything is okay kind of vibe in my mirror. I don't know how to do that anymore. I'm so used to being able to just be in my authenticity and just be in whatever I'm thinking or feeling in the moment. And that was so hard for me. So it was like a couple times where I'm like, I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna whatever. And then just going and like just trying to breathe through what I'm feeling. Because like I said, you know, I didn't want to really like mess up the whole thing, and I didn't want to be in the middle of the mall boohoo fucking crying. So I just took me a few moments to myself, and I had an ice cream that day that I didn't really need, but I went and got an ice cream cone and tried to see if that'll help me feel better because it's ice cream. But it didn't. And I just kind of like stuffed it all away until we got home. And then Boone, I could tell like Boone was trying to figure out what was happening to me. Like, man, I need something because this freaking fly is flying around. And it's the whole house. If you're gonna be in my house, you must just be in the house, but you gotta fly around my face. Get away from me. It's fly season. That's what the fuck it is. It's fly season. It's a season where all of the flies love to gather in your house. I haven't opened the windows and the doors yet. I opened the back door. Maybe that's where it came from. But I haven't opened the windows and the front door yet. And now I'm like, I don't know if I want to because I don't want, like, yesterday it was like 6 flies in my house. So, anyway, yes, that happened. And I never cried after that. And then we just kind of came home and I was just chilling downstairs for a bit before I went upstairs in the room with all the kids. When we sat downstairs with me and we talked about some other things. I could tell he's trying to figure out what's wrong with me while we were out, but he can tell that I wasn't so moody by the time we got home, so I think he just left me alone. And then yesterday when we woke up, we had like 2 hours together, and they left. This is the sacrifice that I have to make in order to receive what I desire. The main sacrifice I thought I'd never have to make is the one that I am constantly, continuously making. The separation. Ain't that something? When we first got together, I never thought that like we had to be like apart. I never wanted to be. And when we first got together, like that first year, like we were together all the time. And he never went anywhere. He was always right there. Even if I had to use the bathroom, he was right there outside the door. Today I woke up and he was gone. So I hate that so much. Like it's nice sometimes, I guess. I've had my moments where I've enjoyed being able to go back to my house and back to whatever little flow I've created for myself and being okay with that. But I'm pregnant and about to hit 7 months and I'm really in my vulnerability. And I just want my man here. And it kind of messes with your mind, you know. Yesterday I woke up and the first thing I saw was his face smiling at me, and today I wake up and it's just me and the kids in the bed. Him and Theodore is gone. It's just... I try not to let myself be overwhelmed with my emotions about these type of transitions, because the thing is, he'll be back. And it won't be a long wait this time. And he'll only be gone for like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. And so just gotta rock and roll through that, and that's not really a long time. It's not. It's really not. We can do it. We can make it through 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm ready for the era where he is here consistently and we don't have to separate. Or I say that I'm ready for that, but the thing is, it's not here yet. So it's not what's present. So that means that there are other things that need to take place in order for us to actually truly be ready. Excuse me, emotionally I want to believe that I'm ready for that. But apparently there's something mental or physical that needs to still be prepared for me to receive that. I woke up and put on his shirt. Then he left. The thing is, I don't want him to come back in 2.5 or 3 weeks if that means that he has to leave again before the freaking baby comes. I know he's trying to like make sure that he comes back and he bees with me and he's present with me, but like, if that means that you have to leave again, then don't come back. Make it a month. Make it a month. If a month will give you the time that you need to make sure you lock in what it needs to be locked in order for you to be here, present, and for the duration, do that. Don't rush back to me. But if you can make it happen in 2 to 3 weeks, then do that. And come on back home. Hurry up. I miss you. Yesterday I had to change the jug on the water dispenser swing thing. I came downstairs and was like, sat down and was like, I need to pour some water. And then I looked down and I was like, oh, there's no jug in here. And I was like, oh yeah, my man's not here. I have to do it. It's back to be my job to do that. He's awesome though. He took out all the trash before he left and he did all of the things that he could do. I miss my man. I went outside and I stood in the sun for a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit more sun. Yesterday was Halloween. I really wanted to take the kids downtown, but then again, the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it wasn't a good idea. Because first of all, the way the money was set up, I didn't really have money for a taxi to go downtown. And at the same time, I didn't have money for a taxi to take me downtown. And then at the same time, you know, it just, that was the day that they left. We was going through a transition. I just feel like that would have been a lot. I just feel like that would have been a lot. So today, is Saturday, and it's the Day of the Dead, and I'm going to try to take the kids out today so that we can have fun in the midst of the Day of the Dead celebrations that's happening and taking place today. And try to be in the middle of all of that. I think that'll be cool. Y'all, I'm like really craving cornstarch. It's crazy. I don't have any in my house. And I'm just like, oh, it's a cornstarch. I kind of built an unhealthy mind frame about that over the years because it's like, I have part of me be like, it's crack, it's not good for you, it clogs up your arteries, it's not something that you should be putting in your body, it's not healthy, da 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 da. And I think about that every time I tell myself I want some cornstarch, even though I don't swallow it all the time. I only swallow some of it sometimes. Like if I do a spoonful and I let it, what I like to do is do a spoonful and I put it in my mouth and I let it soak. Sometimes I'll let whatever's in the furthest part of the back of my mouth go down and then spit everything else out. Sometimes I might just say it might have been a smaller spoonful and I might just say, forget it, I'm swallowing it because the craving is like, I just have to. And the thing is, it's not healthy. It does clog your arteries. It will have you constipated. It won't kill you unless you have way too much of it, I think. I've seen my mother take in a lot more than what I do. So, well, I've never seen my mom pregnant and eat it, so. I miss my mom. I'm gonna see, because Booby's been traveling, okay? He gotta go back to work today. I'm gonna see if my mama send me the money for the taxi to go downtown to celebrate the Day of the Dead. Raji was like thinking that we wasn't going trick-or-treating because they didn't have costumes or something. She was like, Mom, we can go trick-or-treating in our regular clothes. That's what she said to me last night. But I was like, babe, that's not the point. The point is that they're not trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. They haven't trick-or-treated. They didn't trick-or-treat last year and they didn't trick-or-treat this year in our neighborhood. And even if they did, I was not prepared to be one of the houses to give out candy. So trick-or-treating kind of was off the, but I know that they've been looking forward to like Halloween vibes. So I really just want to take them out. And also I feel like maybe we do need to like move around a little bit and just like get our energy in motion to help the flow of our emotions and not just like sit in the house and be stuck in just the feelings and the realizations of like, okay, our Daddy and Theora is not here right anymore. So take them out and do something fun. I want to like, because the thing is, things start to get more funner later in the evening, but I really would rather leave earlier in the afternoon. So today's just gonna be whatever kind of day. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the ocean. Maybe that makes sense because we'll be out there. But at the same time, there's things, okay? There's so many components. Like the fact that I'm pregnant and their dad's not here. So I have to take our stroller, which is not really a big thing. The biggest thing is, the point is to walk around and be in the middle of all of the stuff. And I realized during this pregnancy that walking around, yeah, that be having me sore. So I'm going to power through, struggle through, whatever, until this fly keep landing on the window. Maybe it wants to go outside. Or maybe it wants to invite his friends to come into my house. First, we're gonna go to the part of the window where you can't really get out. Go get off of the window so I can open the window so you can fly out the door. No. Nope. Hold on, man. Anywho, yeah, I just want to try to see about that. What I can do, see what happens. Get the kids out of here. Plus, the gas on my stove went out yesterday, so I had to get some more gas. So, I won't be cooking today, and so we can eat out. And I'm thinking we can go out to eat while we're in Central, and that'll be cool. What we'll do is we'll get out here, we'll go eat, and then we'll go and walk around and stuff and do things. The thing is, right, also, the last time we went to the beach, the ocean, like, the waves were harsh, and yeah, my babies took a tumble under a wave, and if the waves is too, my babies took a tumble under the waves, y'all. I've been getting sand out of Rusty's hair ever since. Still sand in her hair. 3 days later, still sanding. I mean, it's not as much, but it's still sand. That means I have to start over the process of more sand and desanding. Awesome. Anyway, we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Our big bag ended up having bird poop on it while we were out, which is gross, and I don't want to bother with it because it's gross. Anywho, we'll try to see if I can fit all of our things into one of my smaller bags, and we'll just buy another bag when we go to Walmart, because I need to go to Walmart. But y'all, like I said, it's just a lot of walking involved in the idea of the plan that I'm trying to make. But yeah. My man is going. My stepdaughter's gone. And it sucks. But we're gonna make the best moves we can. What is going on with my son's shoes? This looks weird. I'm gonna make the best we can with what we got. Yesterday I was watching birth videos. That was cool. And then I was like falling asleep, and then I dozed off for a few minutes, and then I got up and I put all the kids to sleep, and then I finished watching the one that I was watching before I started dozing off, and then I watched my birth video because I wanted to remind myself that I didn't struggle as much as I saw all of these other women struggling who were struggling a lot, okay? But I feel like a few of the births, I know that a few of the births that I watched was like first baby. But a couple of them I watched was like not the first baby. And they was struggling. Yeah. But I had to rewatch mine to remind myself that I didn't struggle like that, so that I can maintain my hope of not struggling this time. You know, my belief, my faith, my knowing that I'm not going to struggle this time, because there wouldn't be a reason for me to. My body was made to slide babies out. Slide babies out. Anywho, I'm pretty sure y'all could hear the doors opening and closing upstairs, which means that my kids are awake. And so I'll go up there and greet them and sit with them and be with them. So, y'all have a beautiful, wonderful, magical, and amazing experience. Peace.